existing financial institution
in the private sector.
Yes.
How many products are there in the Hustler Fund now? You started off with the personal loan.
Yes.
And then you have to expand these products as you went.
Yes.
How many do we have?
We actually, during the conceptualization of the fund, we had 4 products in mind. Of course, the first product was this personal loan, and like I've talked about why we had this personal loan. Also, even kind of to find out the visibility of the credit visibility in the country, which we now have. We have data. We can now speak from the data. So, and the Hustler Fund 1 is now creating a reference, because it's helping us to build our credit score and also create a reference where people can always consult it. So the second product is the group product, which we launched in June, during Madaraka Day, June 1st. And this product so far, we have been able, as of today morning, we have been able to lend out to 17,200 groups so far.
Okay. What's a group?
A group, for the second product, a group can have a minimum of 10 members. And between 10 to 30 members, depending on how you want it to be. And the group is just an aggregation of the individuals. You aggregate them together who want to increase their bargaining power, either to access higher limits. Because in a group, you'll find people who have got a higher credit score, others have got a lower credit score, so that all those group dynamics and advantage that ones get. So in a group, you can be able to borrow from 20,000 to about 1 million. But the interesting thing about this product, in terms of the easy accessibility, is that you can create a group actually through your phone. Just also by dialing *254#, you create a group. You choose whether you need Hustler Fund group. And if you are just the same way you create the WhatsApp group, you add members. So there you invite members. Right. You dial and you invite members that you know. So you must be knowing. You must have made a predetermined decision that we 10 members or 15 members, we want to form the Hustler group. And then also, after you create that group, you will also get an advantage of getting your certificate, which can be downloadable. After that, you'll be prompted, you now have your certificate is ready. You can go online, because we have integrated the Hustler Fund platform to the MSEA. MSEA is Micro Small Enterprise Authority, which does registration of micro and small enterprises. So them they register groups and they register association. So then we have also put necessary controls in the groups, that every step you do, you know, nobody can take advantage of you. And you know, because of the Hustler Fund 1, the unique identifier is ID. And you know, one thing that we've done in this country was to integrate our IDs with our telephone numbers. So in the group, during group formation, as you invite members, you just put their numbers. If you put their numbers, of course, the unique identifier is already. And that member will get a prompt message to that, you know, requesting him to confirm whether
they want to join the group.
After they've joined the group, they will be scored. Again, we'll consult the Hustler Fund score, which is there now, which is going to become almost universal in Kenya. So we consult to see how much limit can you have as individual level. So it's aggregation of your limits that now will give you the group score. So then the group score and the limit is multiplied by 3, because this is a group. It has an enhanced kind of limits. So let's say, Eric, if your limit has been giving you in Hustler Fund 1 and you're a good borrower and payer, what happens is that if your limit was giving you 1,500 currently, in a group, the advantage you bring to that group is that now you'll be able to have a limit of about because it's times 3, 4,500. And assuming you are 10 people who have got such, you now can be able to borrow up to 45. So then after that, the official, of course, will request for the loan. And the good thing with that, because we have to look at also the control, is that at least 2 other members will be randomly requested to confirm whether the group wants to borrow such amount. And once they give the okay, the money will be in your wallet. So you can now decide on how much do you want to give Eric, 10 or wherever, and you can either do individual projects or you can do one project as a group. The best thing with this is that you can access higher limits, even up to 1 million, and there is that element of guaranteeing each other. But then this is the product that we feel is going to be a game changer to economy, because it's very easy now to mobilize and purposely rally people around an idea, business idea. You know, the government right now is focusing on certain key value chains, like in which we have identified as having high growth potential in terms of giving us jobs, creating jobs. You saw yesterday the screaming headline, I mean, in one of the daily, saying we have an employment pandemic. And I can tell you for sure, anybody who expects civil service to create right now a job is just a dream. The jobs are going to be created from the private sector and through such enterprises. So as we get to now, you know, graduate people from the Hustler Fund 1 to group, and then also we hope in the next few months or so, we're also working on the enterprise loan, where now firms can borrow. If you have a company now, you
properly
can borrow.
Registered companies
Can
under
borrow,
the Companies Act.
or a business can borrow. You see, registered business can now borrow certain, let's say at that point you can also borrow for LPO, you can borrow for what? And then later on, of course, the fourth product will be on startup. To boost some of, we have very good ideas among our young people, especially innovative ideas. But most of the time they struggle to get people who can really invest in them, incubate them up to the point where they can go to the market. So we are going also to provide that.
Let's take a break. We'll come back and talk about this.